Hey, dear co-creators, I am just hopping on today because I want you to consider um, that it is okay to use accommodations and modifications. These are words I got from working in public schools as a speech pathologist in your life if you're a sensory sensitive person or if you're just a person. Okay. This society that most of us are living in right now is not um it's like not in line with how we evolved as animals, right? So our nervous systems are not used to like constant loud noises, constant bright um electric lights that are not natural, pacing that's like super fast, doing like so many intellectual tasks all day, making decisions. All these things are not like they the jump has been so fast that like our biological like animal bodies and brains and nervous systems hasn't been able to catch up. So in our society that also offers us this framework of like be independent, like don't need help, it's weak if you need help or need to do anything different, like I am offering the option to consider like be super different, like give yourself every help that you can get your hands on because this world is challenging enough, and using accommodations and modifications has made my life so much better. Okay, so what's the difference between accommodations and modifications? Accommodations is like using a tool to help you with something to make it easier for you. And a modification is actually changing the task that you're doing. Okay, so I use so many accommodations, and I'm just going to share a few of them. Okay, one is these little loop earplugs. I have, as my nervous system has settled down and become more flexible, I don't need them as often, but I will link them below. They're just little earplugs. These ones are the sleep ones, so they're a little bit more sound, like they block out more sound than the other ones that they have, which are like made for more day to day, like just hanging out with people. I use these as the day to day hanging out with people. I can still hear everybody clearly. I use them in the car. I use them when my kid has friends over or when he's talking on the video games, phone calls. I use them in grocery stores, in movie theaters, everywhere. Okay, so these just take the edge off, and you can still hear conversation, and it means a little bit less for your nervous system to deal with and your sensory system to have to process. Okay, these are like they're by Solar Shield. I'll link it below again, and they are for night driving, and they look a little funky, right? I wear them for night driving. I wear them in movie theaters. I wear them if there's fluorescent lights. They have like a little bit of cover on the top and on the sides too. Grocery stores, Walmart, anywhere where there's fluorescent lights or bright lights, because I'm light sensitive. Again, need them less than I used to because my system has become more flexible, but they are great and they look funky, and I am okay with it. Hats. So I wear a hat with a bill almost all of the time. Right now I'm wearing like a little bit of a warmer hat because it's getting cold. This is good for, again, overhead lights. It blocks that out. Wherever I am, grocery stores, again, anytime I'm in like a meeting or something like that, I use it here, for lights at home. And also, you may notice that like a lot of spiritual traditions have head coverings. I find that having some type of a hat on feels really grounding for me, and it probably has something to do with like chakras or spiritual connection or something. So I use that. I Again, today's really cold, but I usually always have a hot beverage and a cold beverage. The hot beverage to be like self-soothing, the cold beverage because one of my favorite distress tolerance activities or just skills from DBT is cold temperature, because it has a reflex in the body that brings your heart rate and breathing rate down. So I put like an ice cube on my wrist, and or on my forehead, or if I'm able to, I'll go to the bathroom and put cold water on my wrist or cold water on my face. So those are my favorite accommodations that I use every day. So I just wanted to share those with you real quick. Share in the comments if you all use others that you think are helpful, that others may benefit from hearing. And I'll do another video at some point about some of the modifications I use. Oh, also I use a no glare, like no blue light computer screen cover and phone screen cover, which I will also link below. Okay, love you, love you, love you. Mwah.